You had a very big event yesterday, as you saw, in Georgia, where the district attorney is totally compromised. The case has to be dropped. They went after, I guess, 18 or 20 people. They wanted to go after a lot of other people. They wanted to go after senators. She was out of her mind. Now it turns out that that case is totally compromised. In fact, they say she's in far more criminal liability than any of the people she's looking at. So I think that when you look at what happened, where they pay a lawyer with absolutely no experience $700,000 who happens to be her lover or her boyfriend, and then they go on trips and vacations together, very expensive vacations together. And the reason they paid him so much because he was after me, because this way they can afford to pay him a lot more. It probably passes a certain test. And that's a very sad thing that happened in Georgia, and I would imagine that case is going to be dropped. Every legal analyst that I've spoken to, every legal analyst that I've read have said that case is so compromised now it has to be dropped. Very good people were very badly hurt by that case. It's a shame. Very good people. People did nothing wrong. They did nothing different than what Democrats have been doing for years and years and years, whether it's slates or anything else that you're talking about. But they were very hurt, and it turns out that she profited tremendously on that case. It's illegal. What she did is illegal. So we'll let the state handle that. But what a sad situation it is.
God bless that man. I know he's a billionaire and very well off and all of that, but this stuff ain't right. I don't care who you are, what they're doing to Donald Trump, his family, and all these people that are getting drugged through this wicked hot garbage. Like, it's not okay. And my prayers go out to all of them, because these swampy Democrats, they are evil, man. Seriously. Big Fani Willis, Letitia James, Alvin Bragg, Jack Smith, all those people are out of control and way out of pocket. And those probably aren't even half of the people. We probably haven't even heard of all the people that have these dirty deeds going on behind the scenes, all these smoke and mirrors that the media lets us see. But what are they really doing behind the scenes? What else don't we know that they're trying to trump up as far as charges against Big 45? That's what I'm interested in. And although most days it seems like this corruption is never ending, and when are Democrats ever going to have to dance to the music and pay the piper? I think that might be changing really, really soon. And God is about to bless America and bring some justice right to the front door of these criminals. I hope we prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law and make them feel it. Make them realize the wrongdoings of their actions, the illicit behavior that they chose to participate in. The truth shall set you free. So y'all need to go ahead and start taking a dose of that and take this medicine of justice. I can't wait to see it. And I want y'all to take a listen and a look at what Megyn Kelly has to say about this, because she knows a whole lot more about politics and has insight on all of this a lot more than I do. And then I'll give my thoughts on the back end.
So what is being alleged now by a lawyer whose name is Ashley Merchant? And she is the attorney for one of the defendants down there. Last name is Roman. And this guy, Roman, looking for his first name here, can't find it in front of me, but in any event, he's one of the co-defendants, Michael. He worked as director of Election Day operations for the Trump camp in 2020. Well, right now he's charged with 7 felony counts by Fani Willis. Conspiracy, trying to organize slates of Trump's electors, working with Trump to, get the election to go Trump's way in Georgia. He got indicted by Fani Willis. Actually, the grand jury wouldn't indict him, but she charged him anyway. And his lawyer is this Ashley Merchant, who has just filed a barn burner of a motion calling attention to what she says is a disgusting ethics breach by Fani Willis. She says that Fani Willis is in an inappropriate romantic relationship with the special prosecutor, Nathan Wade, who she brought in to help prosecute this RICO case against Trump and all the others. And that she and Nathan Wade have been having an affair, and that she named him special prosecutor the day before he filed for a divorce from his wife, and that she's been funneling payments to him for his work as a special prosecutor, and that he's been using those monies to then take Fani Willis on all these exotic vacations, traveling together to Napa Valley, to Florida, cruising the Caribbean together, using tickets, quoting here from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, using tickets Wade purchased from Norwegian and Royal Caribbean cruise lines, and suggesting that the checks that were sent to this guy Wade, Nathan Wade, from Fani Willis, Fulton County, and his subsequent purchases of vacations for Fani Willis could amount not only to a conflict of interest because she's using him to fund her life and to prosecute Trump, but to, quote, honest services fraud, a federal crime in which a vendor gives kickbacks to an employer. He would be the vendor, Fani Willis / Fulton County, the employer. It is possible this could also be prosecuted under the RICO statute, claims Ashley Merchant, the attorney for one of these defendants, in a motion. Now, that seems like a potential reach, though I don't know. But one other thing, Victor, and then I'll get you to weigh in on it, just in case people out there are thinking this is just, the long shot Hail Mary of a co-defendant in this case. No, they went to Stephen Gillers, who, since I was in law school, is the guy you go to when you want an ethics opinion on what a lawyer has done. He literally wrote the textbook we all study before we take the bar exam on legal ethics. He's professor emeritus at NYU Law School, and he was interviewed by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution for this. And said, I'm going to quote here. He said, a closer look at Fani Willis's decision-making is needed before it can be determined whether the indictment against this guy, this co-defendant of Trump's, should be dismissed. The allegations, if true, said Gillers, lead to the following conclusion. Fani Willis was conflicted in the investigation and prosecution of this case and was not able to bring the sort of independent professional judgment her position requires. Well, as far as I can tell, all this would apply not just to this one defendant, Roman, but also to Donald Trump. Just because Roman's lawyer found it doesn't mean it's not going to benefit Trump and the other defendants. And not only, and I'll go on because Gillers adds to what he said, this doesn't mean her decisions were, in fact, improperly motivated, he says, but it does mean the public and the state as her client could not have the confidence in the independent judgment that her position required her to exercise. So this guy's suggesting she may have to go. The lawyer suggesting she may actually be subjected to criminal prosecution, depending on what comes out. And she is basing her allegations, this Ashley Merchant lawyer, that's the name of the lawyer, on the fact that, in part, she reviewed the divorce case in Wade's ongoing divorce proceeding, Nathan Wade's ongoing divorce proceeding, the guy who Fani's having the affair with, according to this motion. And she made copies of documents therein. Then this guy Wade's divorce file was later sealed. And because it's been sealed now, the lawyer Merchant can't share the information she got from the divorce file until that seal is lifted. She is asking a judge to unseal the divorce proceedings of Fani Willis's alleged affair partner and special prosecutor in this case. Okay, I'm done. What do you make of it all?
Well, I mean, if it's true, she's going to be facing criminal exposure because if she did travel with this guy and she benefited from the perks that he extended to her, and he was a special prosecutor who were supposed to be, I guess they brought him in because they felt that he had expertise, or at least he wouldn't be part of the earlier deliberations and he would be perhaps more fair and judicious. So she defeated that purpose. But if she benefited with this liaison and she facilitated, I think she would face criminal exposure. But it brings up a couple of things, I think, in a wider context. All of the legal eagles who looked at these four cases, these four indictments, maybe putting Jack Smith's aside because it was a federal indictment, had all come to the consensus that Fani Willis had the most likely chance of succeeding, that Letitia James on the real estate thing was sort of bogus, and Alvin Bragg was even less serious. But Fani Willis, because of the phone call and the attention of the major parties in an election, they all felt that that was at least the consensus. If that folds, I think it'll have a ripple effect. It will remind the public and I think the legal community that all of them were politically motivated. And this was the best chance that the people who were engaging in lawfare had to get Donald Trump.
Y'all hear that? It sounds like an immediate case dismissal to me. Open and shut. Let's go ahead and get this thing done, get the party moving. And it's about time that people start fighting back and stop taking it laying down. I knew these people were nuts the first time I saw all of this made up nonsense. And every time they're talking about it on the media, you really got to ask yourself, like, hey, what's really the motive here? What is really the hidden agenda? Why are y'all talking about Trump and degrading him and bashing him so much? Why aren't y'all talking about the Clintons or the Bidens or real corruption that's actually going on? Why are y'all trying to, just completely annihilate this man's reputation when y'all loved him for so long? For decades, this man was cherished and honored and celebrated. Whatever it takes to try to push their secular agenda, that's what they're willing to do. And Trump should flip the script and sue all of these people for damages and let them see how it feels, especially Big Fani Willis, because now it's being aired out. You should have just lived in the truth. You should have owned up to what you were really doing, to all the money that you were laundering and stealing, our taxpayer dollars. And now it comes out. It always comes out on the back end. You may think that the darkness is winning and that all of your deeds are going to subside, but the truth always wins. The light always outshines the darkness. And maybe it's just me, but the more that these people dig and attempt to smear Trump, the more innocent he comes out looking on the back end. And the best part about all of this is that it's only helping to ensure that later on this year that we secure another 4 years and we get to remix with this horrible administration has done since they got into office. And you can just smell that sweet aroma of America about to be made great again. And I love it. God bless the USA and all of the real patriots that are out here living righteously with the truth always at the forefront. Thank God for people like Megyn Kelly for exposing the nonsense. All the conservatives out here just calling it out for what it is. It's lies. It's deception. It's not going to stick in the end. The truth will always win. I will say it till the cows come home. God is my witness. I'm going to keep on doing what I know is right. I'm going to keep on judging sin righteously like this is. I'm going to rebuke it out in the open because this is not okay. And I know we got lots of work to do, but Lord willing, we cross that finish line and bust out the victory formation real soon. But I don't have anything else really more to add than that. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments section. What do you think about Big Fani, about all of these people like Letitia James and DA Alvin Bragg and Jack Smith, all of these made up ridiculous charges that they're trying to get to plant and go down with Trump, sentence him to life in prison, 600 years and like hundreds of plus charges that make absolutely zero sense with no logical comprehension and no connected brainstem whatsoever. I would love to hear y'all thoughts because I can get very heated and go on these long tangents as you are witnessing right now. But let me know down below. Let's keep this conversation rolling. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, ring that notification bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video. If you like what I'm doing over here and you want to show a little extra love and support, make sure you go check out our website down below in the description section. That way you can get all the awesome shirts you see me wearing in every single video. They're all made by my beautiful wife. This one says created with a purpose. It has it on the chest and on the sleeve. It's based on Ephesians 2 verse 10. I like mine a little baggy, so it seems a little extra room to move and groove, but we got all different sizes ranging from itty bitty extra small to big and hefty 5X, a bunch of colors, different designs, all of that. I'm sure you can find something that you like or a great gift for someone that you love. Outside of that, you can always join the Gibson family here on YouTube and become a member. You can buy me a coffee. You can join the Patreon family. All those links are down below as well. By no means do you have to do any of that. Just showing up and allowing my freckle face to rant at you for a few minutes. I am greatly appreciative. I love y'all. I cannot thank you enough. Until next time, I'll be praying for you. Godspeed. I'm gone.